Underground Survival. Welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna double check our sound here, make sure we got good sound. Sounds like we got good sound. Outstanding. So, anyway, so we got ourselves a nice morning, and it looks like we got some problem children. Yep. A whole lot of problem children, honestly. They just can't seem to leave us alone. Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and run this over here. Oh, thanks for joining. So we're just gonna go ahead and make a deposit. Just keeping those guys busy for now, but you know what? I think it's time we took some steps. We were working on this, but we're gonna take a break from this project because we have something else I've been thinking about. First of all, you know what we need? Let's see here. We need... Well, you know what we need? We need a sign. I know, it sounds kind of crazy. Good gravy. All this debris. These guys are a mess. Alright, we need a sign. We're going to put that sign right here. So, I have taken and decided that displays are something that is not included in the salvage. Mostly because, well, honestly, I kind of want to put some greeble up, and I'm really getting tired of having to deal with the whole issue of finding this stuff when I'd very much like to... What the heck? Well, what I'd like to do is put something on the edge of this thing here. Gravy, seriously? Alright, well, Well, then I guess we'll just put it right here. Alright, we got that sign in place. That's going to be the name of this base. I have ideas. Okay, and this, we're going to actually have some signage here too. Okay, we're going to put that signage right up here. But we have things we need to do. And so, all this stuff here, well, I got ideas and we need to make it happen. So we're going to reconfigure a lot of this stuff. A whole lot of this stuff. I need to get all that dirt out of here. So, let's get to work. So let's go to control panel. We're gonna go over here to flyer. We gotta do some, Hey, Minuteman, welcome. Good to see you. Really? Oh, dig. That's right, this is the digger. So we go dig. Duh. Thinking of the other one. Okay, thrusters on. Bats are good. Alright, let's get to it. Doing did some mining this morning. Hi-ho, working hard we go. Gotta do some mining this morning. Don't want to damage anything, so we gotta be a little careful getting close there. We'll do most of that with our other thing. Let's get over. We're gonna need this out of the way. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Got a big rock on the side there. Alright, let's get this ground down really good here. We're going to need this to be fairly tall, so... Let's see here. Some of the ceiling here. Oops. Little bit too much on the low side there. Alright. See, got pretty good when it don't have anything in it. Alright. Let's go ahead and cozy ourselves back up into the little hole. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and get rid of the digger stuff. Let's see. Get rid of the thrusters. Thruster off. Alright. So we got this dug out quite a bit. That's good. Got it over quite a bit, which is also very good, but we still have a ways to go. But that's okay, because what I have in mind is going to go right there, but we'll get to that in a minute. We also have to deal with all this. Now, this is salvage, true, but because we have the stuff to be able to build these things via the event controller, we don't have to worry about saving those. So let's get rid of this. Which is going to be important because we need to... I made the decision. I was sitting there thinking, you know what? Where is... Good gravy. Seriously? Made a decision. I was thinking to myself, you know what? We're going to have... At some point, hopefully, we'll have a couple of refineries. So I'm thinking... I need to redo this entire section completely because we've got a lot of stuff we need to do. Which kind of sucks in a way. But we'll get it figured out. So this way here is kept open because of that tunnel there, which we could use to sap our way into that facility. Wait, what's that? Oh yeah, that's right. We got a stashed satellite somewhere. Where is that? It's over there. Huh. We need to get over there. You might be thinking, well, gee, why is she so excited about a stashed satellite? Well, because they usually have high-grade tools, something that I cannot make. So, it would behoove us to go out there and get said tools. So, yeah, we're going that way. We're going out that way, we're going to go over there, and we're going to steal everything we can from that stashed satellite. Hopefully we will not get harassed in the process. Oh, for the love of Pete, what is it now? Oh. Alright. Stash satellite, that's what we want. 800 meters, so it's right up here somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't draw any attention. Yeah. Yep. Now what I'm thinking here is since I'm here above the ice, might as well take some. Take advantage of the fact that nobody's harassing me at the moment. Because we'll use this ice and add to the power reserves on the base. Perfect. All right. And over and down we go. Huh. I had some ideas here, but the more I look at this, freaking valley, the more I think about how untenable these ideas are. I was thinking about doing a road across the valley, but this valley is just whacked, man. And I thought about putting a fortress right over here to guard this approach. And then I was thinking we could do a fortress right here on this cliff side here, guarding this approach, guarding the main valley straight through. But I was thinking about having at the crossroads between all four bases. I don't know why I thought it was a lot smoother than this, but I was thinking right down in here somewhere we could set up a crossroads base with a garage. But I guess if we did that, we could put the base over here, put the fortress on this side, I guess, like right over here up against this side here, and that would be straight across the valley from that one, and then put one over here in this pass right there to guard this approach here. I guess we could do that. But I was thinking about making a pavement road to go through there. But dude, there's a lot of asteroid impacts, which tells me we've got to get some munitions so we can get some interior cannons. Those are real. That's what's really good, is interior cannon. But we got to find magnesium. Well, we got some magnesium down here, actually, it looks like. Right, literally underneath us. But there has to be other magnesium out there, which means we're going to have to set up mining facilities. Of course, we could go with a well, let's get the project out of the way, because I got a project. We're going this way for it. Okay. So, this project, this is going to be something. Whew, it's going to suck in a way. It's going to really suck. I think the first thing is we need to get that over there. That's the first thing. So let's go ahead and get a bunch of the stuff put away here that needs to get put away. We're going to need we're going to need that and that. We're not going to need that. We're not going to need that, or that. But we will need some of these and a whole lot of that. Now the rest of that, the munitions, we'll have to find a home for it in here. Actually, you know what? Nope. We'll take those high-end ones and drop the low-end ones. There we go. And then we'll drop some ice in there. And then we'll drop some ice in there. And then, to keep the food cold, drop some ice in there. Which reminds me, I need to grab the rest of the food out of here and put it in there. As much as I can fit. So let's do that. Alright. That is the extent of our rations right there. Almost 3,000 liters, almost 2,000 kilograms of food. Which reminds me, I need to eat something for my morning breakfast. Ah, man, I'm gonna have some mushrooms. I'm not interested in burgers today. Alright, so morning breakfast is mushrooms. Alright, so here's the deal. Over here, we are going to build some hydrogen tanks for fuel. And some oxygen tanks for storage too, and some H2O2 gens. Because we're going to start building our hangar for our ship soon, and when we do, we need to have it prepared. And it was sure nice to get the bulk of this drilled out. It was really good. That drill ship was just absolutely spot on, necessary. The hell was that about? Huh, that was weird. Alright. Alright, so let's see here when I get this. Alright, so let's rotate this in place. Let's get our concrete. And then we'll get lead armor block. Alright. Alright. Now we're gonna set that right there, there. Get this thing lined up. Oops. Yeah, I went a little deep on that. Didn't mean to go that deep, but that's okay. It's just kind of what happens sometimes. Alright, let's get one more row of the square, and then we'll do solid stuff. Alright, there's that. And that. Alright, there's that. go ahead and get this cleared out some more. The fine work is really good for the hand drill. But the big and dirty stuff, I like to use the big drill ship for. We'll actually get it out of here, actually, and start doing some mining outside with it. But for now, that's kind of what its role's relegated for until I clear out a space. And a hangar for it, so it has a home. I still got to make sure I keep that light, the H2O2 gen backlit, so it could be so cool still, because I like it being cool. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so get this thing. Now, it's better having the engine, having the sounds of the machines, I think. Having that shush thing was just freaky. Alright, now we can see if it'll fit what I want. First things first, before we do that... Oh crap, we gotta get us... That's right, we gotta get up... Oh yeah. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff we need to do. I have some ideas on this base. A lot of the material we're gonna get from all these surrounding bases, but first we have to lay the groundwork, you see. So this space over here is set aside because this is gonna be for the H2O2 stuff. We're actually gonna set up some hydrogen, get some mainline hydrogen tanks, and also get some oxygen tanks set up because we want to be able to have there be storage on hand, not just for me, but also for the ships that are going to be in here. Because the atmospheric ship is going to be, the orbit-capable ship is going to run on hydrogen. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do is I'm going to grab this hunk of ice, and this is going to be actually what's going to also be charging at batteries, it looks like. Where's that H2O2 hydrogen gen thing? Okay, hydrogen engine. Both engines are turned off. We'll get to you guys in a second. Or guy, these two guys. Right now, the goal here is to get the materials on hand to fill in all those stones. All that concrete, I mean. We'll take that. Thank you very much. We'll take that away too. And dump that. And we'll take that and we will... No, I wanted to keep that, but oh well, I'll get it again. Huh. That was loud. Alright. Alright, perfect. Now we've got a nice little platform to set up our hydrogen stuff in, and then it'll also provide us with the back end side of things. Okay, got an idea. I'm gonna do something insane. Okay, this is gonna be mad, but we're gonna give it a go. Huh. I thought that was what was right here. That's a programmable block. Huh. Wow. Okay. That's going on, huh? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick project. I wanted to see if I could do a certain project with this. That project is going to involve a few things. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Well, it might if I take from here. So I got a plan. I'm gonna test a theory. I could be wrong, but I think it would be kind of funny. Oops. It'd be kind of funny if I took... we're gonna have to waste a couple of detector components, but this could be a very interesting experiment, so we'll allow it. This might not work. It might just be a waste of energy and efforts, but I've always wondered. Let's see. Now, let's see here. Huh. There's no real access point here. That's a weird part. I'm gonna have to put something on here that has an access point. Huh. Okay. Be nice if I had an access to a port up here somewhere. Gotta find a button. Wrong one. There you are. Alright. So, offensive combat. Alright, now let's go down here to the remote control. Okay, actions. In other words, what is it going to do? We got to get the other set up too, and that's going to make a difference also. Well, first thing we're going to do, claim the grid, and then we're going to oh, okay. Really? They're always coming at me, aren't they? Come on. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm just playing. I really am. Because... Okay. Didn't see that coming. Let me guess. Joker crashed me? Yeah. Alright, where's my body at? That was not entertaining at all. I'm not even laughing. Okay, I'm gonna go back and work on my project then, since you guys are busy screwing with stuff. I mean, it might not work. I don't know. I just think it would be interesting. Alright, 1, 2. Alright. wrong ownership setting. I can't do that, huh? Alright, no problem. Just because I can't get access to you to remote fly you, it doesn't mean I can't make you fly. Not at all. Largest. Do we got any kind of radio? No. Crap. I thought I could pick up these signals. No, I'm gonna have to set a waypoint marker. Shoot. Alright. Man, that's not cool. Okay, we're calling that waypoint 1. And we're going to call this waypoint 2. Cool. Now let's go back and work on our experiment.
Fuel low.
Yeah, blah blah. Yep, I know.
Fuel critical.
That's okay. We gotta run downhill anyway. It's okay. Alright. So we're gonna go remote control. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go waypoint 1, waypoint 2, add them. Then we'll go to AI offensive combat block, behavior on, remote control, main remote, and ha ha ha! How about that? We hacked and took over their own drone. That should intercept and attack them. If not, it'll... I mean, I should be hearing a bang at some point. Wait, where's my helmet? Ah, let's listen. It should be like a bang or something. They should... oh, wait, it can't lock on because I didn't put a... Daggone it. I didn't put a defensive block. So I don't think it can lock on its target. Oh well. Still should be fun. Should be. It still is functional that it went somewhere. Alright. Anyway. That was a little project. Slap a couple AI blocks onto something even if we don't own the whole thing and then just send it back. Like, here you go. Return to sender. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying around. Let's get this sorted here. Alright, so, let's see here. Alright, first order of business, this is going to come out. Alright. So the main, so let's see, we're looking at 4, so it's gonna actually come out to about here. Right about here is where it's gonna come out at, so yeah, that's gonna be pretty big. So I think we're gonna have to set up yeah, yeah. Oh wait. Oh no. It didn't work that way because it didn't. I didn't set it on a patrol pattern. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Let's see. Can I remote access that? No. That's too bad.
Fuel critical.
Actually, I don't think I have an antenna in the base, actually. I probably should put an antenna in here. That way, if I do use drones, I'm going to be able to use them, like, for real, for real. Yeah. They're always blowing stuff up. Anyway. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we're going to need to do some stuff here. Alright. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I forgot about that little hole there. Small problem. I gotta do something about that. That is another issue that we need to resolve. We have a hole where we shouldn't have a hole. Alright. Alright, so... Well... Oh, crap. Oh, that was genius. That was just simply genius. Let's just jump down there when we don't have any kind of freaking way of getting up. Oh yeah, yeah. This is just joyous. Oh, okay, gravy. Ha! That was a hell of a rock climb, I'll tell you that. Alright. Yeah, we need to get this hydrogen tank thing sorted. Alright. Now. Yeah. We're gonna fix you in a bit. Huh. How am I short on metal plates? Oh, that's interesting. I guess we're gonna have to go make a run for materials. Alright. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. we've only got these. We've got 2 basic refineries. We only want 2 refineries, but we want these to be situated so that we're going to probably need to have 8 squares if we ever get bigger ones. I want their footprint occupied. So the best way to do that, well, best way to do that is to take these things out. Alright, so one footprint is going to be this here, and it's going to go up and it's going to go down. Well, if it goes up, it's going to go all the way up to the ceiling where the lights are, and I don't know that I want to have something so high that I have to take out my lights for it, so it's going to have to sink down into the earth. That's going to be tricky, to say the least. But if we find one, we can do that. So I think the best bet would be to build it up underneath like we have it, and then put yellow caution platform, then pipe it, and then do yellow caution platform on the top maybe, or just leave the top open. Yeah, probably just leave the top open and do the piping, and because we're just going to cover the footprint of it. That's all we're going to do. Yeah. So if I remember right, these ones are actually like, if I remember correctly. Yep. 8 by 2 by 2s. Alright, so that definitely gotta go out to here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get alright, so oh, that sucks. I didn't realize I did that. I was that bad. Wow. this one down here, like so. Alright, cool. So this brings us down, and then this one's going to bring us over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that leaves... Guess I should have set those up the right way the first time. Take it all the way back, which means we're going to need that to be like that. Yeah, I should have figured this out when I was setting it up the first time, but I absolutely did not think about it at all. But you know what, guys? You just can't always anticipate every little thing you're going to need. Alright. 1, now we need more steel blocks. Go figure. And we don't have any more in there either. This is where I need to do the other thing I wanted to do. Good gravy. Okay. Yep. We gotta go we're gonna sit down. We gotta get more materials. So, I had a list of things I wanted to do. I wanted to get the forts around there, but also wanted to get a grinder pit so we can make a little ship to pick up the drones and drop them in there, and we can take all their materials. But the problem is that to get the grinder pit, I should have done that first and used the resources for that, but I already started committing to it, so we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Oh wait, there might be material in some of these other deals. Let's check out all these things for material. If I could finish the casement, that would be great. Yep, there it is right there. Yeah, I got enough to finish the casement. Okay, good. Alright, good. We can at least finish the casement. We'll get started on the grinder pit momentarily. I just want this thing finished. Alright. Okay. Now let's see the bottom. Now I was going to do a thinner bottom, but in light of the fact that we have this little tunnel down here, I think we're going to go with the solid bottom. It's going to use up more grid and PCU, but I think that's going to be good. Alright. That's good. Now. Now we're going to put the half blocks in. Almost, it says, almost. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think we've got all the metal plates we can get off of here. Ah, man, these guys are really giving me the headaches of pounding here. Ah, there's another one. Where's that at? In here? Where has to be the medium cargo container? It's in here. Alright, we'll take that. Use that to finish the case. And then we can get other stuff put in here. Alright. Okay, casements in place. Can always steal from those too. Alright, so that being said, now we gotta place our other materials. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna put... Okay, let's bring it up and let's see where the holes would be on it. Then we'll kind of plan from there. Because I want it to be able to plug and play, you see? Alright. Okay. So it won't actually go side by side, so I'll have to just do them. Yeah. Alright, well if I do them like this, they're going to be side by... They're going to start right about here and work our way back. So... so we're going to go ahead and get some
Unit
logistics
installed
going on
inbound.
here in the form of armored ports. One there. And then, hey, Minuteman. Yeah, all armor blocks except for the panel group use 2 PCU. Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried. I think it's a straight across exchange on PCU simply because we're taking it, most of these materials we're taking from other structures already, so I'm not too worried. Small tubes, please. Alright, that would be that one there. Let's see. No, actually, this would be a straight through. This would be where it would be a junction like a T. Yeah. Alright, so that's going to be for that location, and then let's see here. That means we're going to put in this case, we'll put the refineries right up on top of each other. Because they are just the basics. Put 1 and 2. Alright. Alright, get these things in place. Alright, so then that's going to go into that side of that one. 2, 2. All right. Okay, so that completes that section, and this comes out this way. Now, they got coming both directions, so they'll have a pipe on this side too. It'll come back this way. So this pipe here will actually lead to, let's see, probably lead straight over to here, would be my guess. So we want one that brings all the ores in, and we want a holding pattern for the ores, and the ingots can go in the other, but, well, yeah, that's probably what we want. Yeah. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have those we'd have, let's see, we want, how did I do that? Let's see, it was, the way I figured it, have ore stored in cargo containers that come in, but probably want to store. So what I'm trying to do is I'm figuring out how I'm going to make some ore bunkers that have the refined ore. So we probably want to have a catch-all for the ore and have an ingot storage. But I don't want to have anything but ingot stored in there. So we'll have the ingots put in there, piled in there, but we'd have to separate it out though, because we want an individual amount, or we could probably just put them all into one cargo pod, I guess, and then have that transferred over, have the ingots sent over to the assemblers, and then have the assemblers set up to process what needs to be processed and put into the next storage container. And then that way there's a little bit of organization to it, and we don't have a bunch, we can keep track a little bit easier of our levels of stuff. I think that would really make a lot of difference. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do here, well, first of all, now this is going to come out for a I just wanted a little organization to it. I wanted to be able to have it more organized and separate it out so that we could set up. So I got this idea. I probably have to do, let's see, if I do those face to face, they're probably not going to link up. Alright, hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, and I'm back, guys. I'm thinking, okay, so we have our refineries here, and we might as well run a pipe out from there to here. Because that's about how far out the regular refinery is if we ever find one. Now I'm thinking, and then there's going to be, we'll have a T-junction here too, because there's going to be the other side to that. Alright. Yeah, see, they're back to shooting again. Okay, let's see. Interior plate. So there we are. Okay, so that's where we'd be coming out at. Now, we want to have it set up so that well, we definitely need inputs of ore only, ore ingots, and then have the ingots go out the other side too. So we could have it separated out. Yeah. Then there's the matter of the assemblers. Now I kind of want the assemblers. If I had, yeah, I was looking at the PCU, and I got to think about that. Which reminds me, what's our? What is the PCU count for this base? Okay. Alright. Huh. It's not telling me what the PCU is, though. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, it's only 8,000? That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it then. We'll do an assembler for each of the main parts of the production. Now I'm going to guess we're going to need a large one of these large containers for this. Except for with the assemblers. All right. And then this is going to go straight across here over to there, so we might as well get our pipe in place for that. Okay, so next is the other question that I'm wrestling with here. Let's see, let's get this out of the way. Alright, so this is going to be... I don't have enough room for another cargo pod, so I have to use the medium cargos. Do a whole line of them, maybe? Well, we could do that. And that would keep track of the ingot situation. True. Do cargo terminals. And then we do conveyor junction. Good gravy, that thing is startles the crap out of you. My goodness. Alright. And then this here, we're not going to worry too much about that. But we'll have all these here, and we'll be able to access them all through floor accesses if we need to. And that works out really well. I think that'll work nicely. We can have all of our different ingots in there. And I could separate them out though. Might need ore storage though, or then we'll need ingot storage. I might be better off to actually, yeah. I might want to move a few of them out of the way. So instead of doing it like that, I think we're going to do it a little differently. think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do ore storage with these right here. There we go. And then as a temporary measure, just temporarily, we're gonna stick a plate here as a platform. There we go. Alright. Okay. Let's get a bunch of these. We're gonna need a few more of these. A couple of those. Pipes. That's over there.
Meteor storm inbound.
Alright, so blacklist only the stuff that get these things programmed so that only specific things go through. It'd be easier if I just didn't organize it, but I don't know, I kind of like the added challenge of organizing it. Let's see here. We're gonna have to go out there and get some actual, like, material, though. I think we're gonna hit that farmstead and get it wiped out, get everything we can out of it. Alright, so let's see here. First order of business, let's go ahead and get all this out of here. Yeah, see, it's not going anywhere. That's good. That's exactly what we want. Uh-huh. I can't transfer from the upper one. That makes sense. That really makes sense. Alright. Fair enough. We're going to drop these things in over here. And let's see here. We have... Oh, we're just about the end of this episode. So we're going to take this opportunity and see if we can zip out and get us some loot. Probably nighttime out here, isn't it? Yep. Wow. Aren't you special? Alright. What's over there? Ooh, regional headquarters. Yeah, that's not good. Well, we know that's 10 kilometers south. I have to remember that. Right now, I'm after this farmstead here. Alright. We got a lot of good material here. Plus we got a locker to add to my quarters, which I like. Now we get a refrigerator, which is exactly what I was going to use that locker for. Once we get a display, that is. All right. Yeah, stick with the plan. Huh. Ouch. Need more steel tubes. I figured as much. The more we raid, the more it just gets tough. Alright, so I had this idea. This idea is to come in here, remove that, and instead put the angle block here and have it be the back end of a space headquarters.
Energy critical.
Yeah, I like the idea of this being a headquarters. What I don't like the idea is it's a pain in the tail to get anything done. We're gonna go ahead and put a seat here. Well, there appears to be more of the ship embedded, which means that we'll have some more stuff to get out when we dig this command center out. This is one thing I wanted to get done too, is get a command center taken care of. I see now that we're going to have to get this base finished up the way I want it, and then move on to the other, because the way they're brutalizing that valley, man, that's just mad. It really is. So, let's see here. I'm thinking I want to have something that... I think this would actually come out straight ahead. If I went straight ahead enough, I think it would actually come out in front of the... you know, above the guns. And I think that would actually... I think that would be great. Because if we did that, then that would enable us to be able to do a few things. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we gotta... Whoa. We got a hole. Well, that's new. Man, you guys really took a beating up here. Wow. That is the first time I've ever gotten a hole in the heavy blocks of the bunker here. You're just dead set on... Yeah, I saw that. I thought, what the hell's going on here? Alright, let's get this light in place. Oh. First set of scrambling gunships. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, where is the ladders? Get a ladder shaft right in front of here. Wow. Gotta love that. Alright. So this is where we're going to set up our headquarters. We're going to use a control seat, but we're going to go with like a bridge helm kind of setup. I was thinking, let's see how that would look. I'm gonna kind of set it up like this, right here, like that. Yeah. Man, these guys. Why can't I? Too much voxel here, maybe? Oh, girders. Alright, yeah, no problem. Alright, what do we got over here? Do I need girders to do any of this stuff, or? Yeah, we need girders for this stuff. No problem. Actually, why am I running over there? There's a thingy right here. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop that. We don't need those. That or that. We do need girders. Where do we got girders? Let's see here. No. Oh, that's right, because that is not connected because of this right here. Oh, actually, yeah. Huh. Yeah, if we do that, we can't go back that way. We can't pull stuff out from over there. I didn't even think about that. Hmm. Yeah. Well, that sucks. That kind of messes with the problem here. Messes with the problem. Messes with the situation because that means I can't do two-way. It only goes one way with those stupid things. Man, that sucks. Alright, that's cool. That just means that... Well, since I'm here, I might as well grab the girders. But, yeah. That sucks, ours. Oh, you know what I could do? Aha! What if I did collect all on the conveyor, go to drain all, that's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Alright, cool. Now things are cool. Because if we do the drain all, then that's going to take... Yeah, we want the drain all. Because the drain all is going to provide us with the... pull all of the items that are on its list. But it won't pull everything else. Alright, let's see here. Bridge helm. Bridge button panel. Floorless bridge. Bridge floor. Oh, they got rid of the other one. There used to be a nonsensical thing. And then this will just run this. We'll just put a block up here, and that'll get that all sorted out. And then yeah, that's good right there. And then this area here, I was gonna keep this open for glass, so you can look down in below. view of the area down there, and a whole bunch more material apparently. Okay, well, that was an unexpected surprise, but I thought we got it all. I guess I thought wrong. Alright, nice. Now let's see here. Huh. Who would have thought? Hmm. Wow. Oh, good gravy. Okay, well apparently there's a whole lot more around this thing than I thought. Alright, let's put some material in here. Since that is definitely not what I expected. And let's wow, I did not see that coming. Wow. Alright. Alright. I was gonna make a see-through, but nah.
Energy low.
Okay. This is interesting. Wow. I didn't see this coming. Uh-oh. I didn't even see that coming either. Okay. All right. Now, let's get back to work here. Okay. Oh, thanks for that, Minuteman. I totally forgot about that thruster I salvaged. I think I pretty much have already scrapped it, so I'm going to consider it scrap. But there's another thruster down there. I'll salvage that one. I forget sometimes when I get caught up in this, but that's okay. That doesn't need to be heavy armor. It's inside the perimeter. Okay, we need some glass. Who's got the glass? Somewhere somebody's got glass. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's 20. I think that's all the glass, actually. So we need a lot of glass for these. Alright, that's cool. Let's see here. Since this is the headquarters here, let's see, what other things might we want up here besides this? Well, probably going to want that to go all the way across, to be my guess. So let's go ahead and, uh-oh. Alright, if it's like... actually a litmus test to see what's there.
Low.
Hmm. Okay. I apparently gave my rifle away somewhere, and I don't remember where I gave it away to. Ah,
Fuel
I
critical.
swear. Okay. Ah, forget it, seat lady. There's my gun. Alright, we don't have... Hmm. Gotta do another material run. We need more glass. And that does not have glass. Neither does that. Honestly, I don't know that the thing out here has glass either, but we're gonna give it a shot. The farmhouse. Really? Yeah, it's getting kind of late, you know. I got my rest here. I kind of hit the tree. Being a genius, you know, it's very delicate operation flying into said tree. It takes such skill. I wouldn't care, except I don't have very many of those things. Alright, now let's not run into trees. Get out to this farmstead here and strip some more stuff from it. I see glass. Right there. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, nice. Why, we've got a downed fighter, and I see a lot of good salvage on this thing. Oh, nice. Thrusters, we've got a cockpit, hydrogen tank we can snatch, aft thrusters. I thought about making the orbital ship a small grid ship and a large grid ship, and this is just making me lean more and more that way. Yep. Alright, that's it. I'm full up right now. But we're going to come back and get that. New priority. Bring the ship salvage back. Now this is where I wish I had a little ship that would carry stuff. Okay, so this needs to get ground down because we have a new purpose for this. We're gonna put, let's see here. Well, just for now, we're not gonna load anything into it. But we now have, with the new update and DLC, we now have an inset small connector. Which means we don't have to use a big connector for this if we don't want to. We can use a small connector. Make a drone if we want. A lot of options suddenly open up and are available with this fine small connector. Although in this situation, I think a regular connector would be in order. But when we make our drones, we'll definitely be using this. But for now, we're going to use a regular connector because this ship's going to be a little bit bigger. And I want the storage space that that connector is going to provide me with. Alright. I don't know. You know what? I'm sick of that. We're going to find inset lights, and we're increasing all of the inset lights so they can all be brighter. It's just ridiculous it's so dark in here. Ah, for the love of... Now that is a bit better. Alright. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Alright. Definitely want to score a cockpit too. A second cockpit would be really good. We still are going to make the tank, but we want to be able to make a couple of other things too. And a cockpit would be golden for such behavior. Where was that thing? It was over here. I was poking around up here. Where did I see that wrecked ship again? Here we are. It's a little crash site. Alright. Oh. Reloadable rocket launchers. Oh, you got yourself some munitions here, don't you? Conveyor junction, okay. Ooh, what's in the conveyor junction? Oh, useful. I'll be happy with that. Hmm. I really like this big container so much, but man, I don't know. It's kind of touchy. The weight it produces is pretty significant. Well, we'll try it one more time. Okay, now we're gonna give this one a fighter cockpit. Now, I could make this a hydrogen ship. That would give it a lot of leeway oomph. But if I did that, I'd have to put hydrogen tanks on the sides. Or I'd have to make it an extra long ship and do hydrogen tanks in the back. But if I did that, actually, that wouldn't necessarily be horrible. Because if I put a hydrogen tank in the back, so say we did that. Say we put a hydrogen tank in the back, I think. Oh wow. That's a new one. It's actually kind of cool. Well, the lab hydrogen tank takes up the exact same amount as the other hydrogen tank takes. So instead of that one, okay, we could go with that one. No, that doesn't work. Well, that one would work. Yeah, the flush cockpit actually looks kind of good. It looks sleek and long. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. Well, we'll stick with that for now. I don't know why I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna see. I don't even know if this would work, but we're gonna try it and see. I'll be... Wow! I did not think that was gonna work, but it did. And now, that's a powered thing, and it's not gonna go away. Nice. And we do have to figure out where we're going to put the batteries. Oh gosh, yes, that is the question. Where are we going to put the batteries? Probably right about there. Alright. Now we'll go up here and we'll get the cockpit. Oh! What do we have in here? Oh, nice! Elite stuff. Nice. Ah ha ha, wow. Oh, it gives me 2 GATs plus 2 missile. Oh, wait. That's a reloadable missile launcher. Oh. Hmm. Huh. No kidding. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that one.
Energy critical. No energy.
Alright, we're going to sit and recharge in just a little bit. On this super long episode, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to get our fighter back, but this time we're going to go all hydrogen on it.
Meteor storm inbound.
But it's not going to be just a fighter. It's going to be a multi-purpose vehicle. Because I have another purpose for it in mind. So let's go ahead and get these weapon systems that I just acquired. Now, if I did the shorter, I could actually do this a little bit differently, and it would be really cool. But I want to make sure my center of gravity is right. And that's the tricky part. Because I got the connector right there. But I might want to put something else. I don't know. Might want to put bring the thruster down when we go and do this. But I don't know yet. But I do know one thing. We're going to put a missile launcher on the top of this because we got plenty of missiles and I don't see why not. So instead of doing the rotary missile launcher, we'll do a rocket turret like that. Unable to place it. Why? Oh, because of the... We'll put him over here then. Well, let's take a look and see how that looks. And that's way too big. That's just too top heavy and bulky looking. Let's see here. Well, that doesn't. Now that looks a little bit more streamlined. Doesn't look that bulky at all. All right, cool. Display interior plates. All right. Motors, computers. Now we do have some extra weapons here. So I think we need quad gats. Because when you really want to put the hurt down on somebody, nothing says I really want to hurt you than having quad Gatling guns. Alright. Cool. Alright, this is going to be nice. This is going to work nicely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I know you guys are thinking what I'm thinking. He's just sitting there. You got nothing better to do. What a great opportunity for a live fire exercise. Obviously, we don't have the munitions magazines set up and the belt feeds ready to go. But we... Oh no. But we got this, so let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Control. Gat, and gat. Those are all going to be put into... We'll put this under fighter, quad. Alright, now. Alright, let's see here. Alrighty, guys. I'm wasting ammo, but it's fun. Yeah, we got good clearance. Alright, cool. Alright, could put them on safe. We got them all zeroed in on here. Nice little mess. Oh, good. Got a campfire in here too while we're at it. Oh, wow. I shaved off a lot of... Look at all the shavings. Dang. Okay. New rule. All my fighter craft have to have quad guns. Always. I just wish I could remember how I set it to my trigger instead of the plus button, but that's okay. Oh yeah, Pirate's Bane is coming out in a new carnation. I'll still get a tank out, don't worry. And I still have a vehicle in mind for that. It's a recon vehicle. But we're gonna call Pirate's Bane this because we're gonna fly in fast. But I'm also gonna I'm gonna put a large magnet on the bottom of this thing. And we're gonna use that to pick that rubbish up and drop it into a grinder pit once we build it. But yeah, oh man, this is nice. This is real nice. Like better than nice. I think we're gonna do a combination of hydrogen and the other, which means this could be an orbit capable ship actually. This could be an aerospace multi-purpose, multi-role gunship. Yep. Oh look. Useless. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this back. We do need to put the batteries in there. Now that is the challenge there. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be the end of the episode. See you next time. Oh yeah, Pirate's Bane is coming out in a new carnation. I'll still get a tank out, don't worry. And I still have a vehicle in mind